Hi everybody, it's Mercy, and I'm back again with another idea that I had for my Easter album for the boys. For this one, the next pictures that I have are the boys playing hopscotch. So I was trying to look around in one of my Cricut cartridges of something that had the grid for the hopscotch machine. So I found that in Locker Talk on page 46, they have the hopscotch grid. And what I did was I always try to cut things out on regular computer paper first. That way, if I have a mistake or I need to adjust something, I don't mess up my cardstock. So I just grabbed a piece of computer paper and I put in my Cricut expressions and I went ahead and cut it out. The way that I cut it out though is I put it on portrait and then I put fit to page. And when you do that, it ends up cutting it out at 11.5. But the other papers that I had were 11.5, 8.5 by 11s. So what I did is I changed the size to be 11. So I left it on portrait because normally it would cut it out this way and I wanted it to cut out this way. So I put it on portrait, put the size at 11, and that's how I cut this out. Now, what I then did is I was trying to figure out, well, how am I going to get all of those little blocks to be different colors? So I thought to myself, well, maybe I'll just ink each one of the different squares. But my Color Q chalk ink, I don't have all those different colors. Like, I don't have yellows or anything like that. The colors that I have are like more muted colors. So I decided to try to think of another idea. So I started cutting out different pieces of regular cardstock, like my little scraps, and in different colors, and then putting them on the pad itself to try to see if that would work. But when I try to do that, the numbers, once it starts cutting, the numbers start to move and then it starts to go all over the place, so that didn't work. And it didn't cut them out right, so I trashed that idea. And then I was like, okay, well, what am I going to do then? And then I remembered that I had gone crazy and bought a whole mess of alcohol inks from Tim Holtz. So what I did is I went back to the Cricut, got some black cardstock, and this cardstock was the 8.5 by 11 paper, and I cut it on the shadow button, press the shadow, shift, and then this one to try to get the hopscotch grid at 11 in portrait, and that gave me this. And then I put a regular sheet of white cardstock, which is this, and I cut it also on the portrait, size 11, and this is just a regular one, none of the other feature buttons on, just regular shift and the hopscotch key, and then that'll give you this. So then all you do is you glue one on top of the other, and that'll be it, and that'll give you this right here. Then what I did is I started to play around with my alcohol inks, and this is the first time that I had ever done it, but I did have some a whole pack of photo paper, and in one of the videos on YouTube they had said that you could use this. So I went ahead and I did this, and I got all of these little numbers out, but then the problem was that all of them were going to be exactly the same color, so I really didn't like the look of that. So what I ended up doing instead is I put the piece of paper in, the photo paper in, and then I hit layers and shift key, and that'll give you the cutout of each one of the pieces. So I put the photo paper in, I cut it out, and since I have to do it for twins, I did it twice, and I cut it out off 2 regular sheets of photo paper, and then that gave me all of these. I don't have that brown craft mat that a lot of people have. Haven't bought one yet. So this is left over from the package that this Martha Stewart craft mat came to. So I went ahead and I stickered them on here according to the number. So what I did is I knew that they were going to be alternating in numbers. So I put my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the big home base on the top. And then I knew that I wanted to do blue, then yellow, then green, then purple. And I alcohol inked. I got all my different inks on here. I put them on here. I did this one with the blues, this one with the yellows and oranges, this one with the greens and this one with the purples, and I let them dry. Once I did that, I took them off of the paper, and then all you have to do is just glue them on top of here, and then you're done. Just line it up with the little lines that it has there, because it has like little cut lines, and you just glue it down, and then that's it. And this is what you get. So I thought that that was pretty darn cute. So I was pretty proud of myself, my first little adventure with alcohol ink, and I got it to work, and it looks nice. I love it. I hope you guys like it. Leave me any comments or questions that you might have. I'll see you later. Bye.